Yay! Happy Wednesday Wellness.
Wednesday Wellness, it's Thursday.
Thursday Wellness.
Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. That's what it would be in
The
college.
earth is thirsty. That's why it's raining so much outside.
It's raining so hard. Yes. Okay. It's a big time of year.
It is. Oh my gosh. Starting school next week.
School
So
starts next week.
excited.
For most everybody, I think at least in our area, my girls are starting kindergarten for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
I
How
know.
excited are you? Nervous?
Yeah, we had kindergarten orientation last night. So there's a lot that comes with starting back to school. Huge change in schedule for everybody.
Yeah, like getting back into a normal schedule, which is fun, but can also be crazy because
Yeah.
everyone's used to summer schedule.
Yes.
Right? And like,
Even my twins, they are like, they can't. I don't know how they're going to get up.
oh
on
yeah.
time.
Well, we were talking about like you're gonna have to wake them up in the morning
Yeah.
all of a sudden because they've
Go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
like now they're,
they'll have
gonna
to be in a time frame too.
in a classroom also that's a lot more structured.
Yeah.
Than that's like this.
Which is
They've been in and
different
out
than
for a
what they're
classroom all
used to.
summer.
Yeah.
Yes. And probably for most everyone.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
getting back. So it can be a difficult time of year. Like some kids are probably excited to go back, but also it's
It's
gonna
a
bring out
transition
it's
for
a transition.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got a lot of emotions to be had.
Absolutely. So transition can sometimes bring on stress, can sometimes bring on difficulty sleeping, things like that. So we have some tips for you to make this transition as smooth as possible.
Sure,
So,
for the kiddos.
Yep, for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and for you,
Number
yeah.
one is sleep. Sleep is like one of the most important things. It's when our body can like switch into that parasympathetic mode,
Mm-hmm.
calm down, rebuild tissues, process things that have happened throughout the day, and
Heal.
Heal.
Yeah.
So
So sleep's important. So obviously emotionless, but like kids need more sleep than you think. I mean, I have a teenage stepdaughter, and she thinks she needs no sleep. She needs a lot of sleep.
I
You know,
thought
they do
that
have
when
to
I
get-
was a teenager, too, yeah.
Yeah, they have to get to bed. I mean, really, even my 5-year-olds, I think, can still have 10 to 12 hours of sleep they need
Oh
a
yeah,
day.
yeah,
So, Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Because they're growing, their brains are developing. That's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
that's
they'll
really
probably have to be
important
put to bed earlier now.
Yep,
So,
that's a big one. Yep.
which will be hard. They'll be yelling at me about it.
And if your kids have a hard time transitioning to sleep, that could be a sign that sympathetics are running.
Sure.
That they're stuck in that fight or flight state and they can't switch into that parasympathetic. So that's a good time to make sure that they're getting adjusted regularly.
Right.
So that their bodies can sleep and catch up in the night. So number two.
Number 2, exercise and play. So making sure that your kids get outside. Right now, all of a sudden, they're going to maybe transition from being outside a lot of the day, which is great, where, they can touch the grass. You're getting vitamin D from the sun. We're running around. We're sweating. All things we've talked about before. It's important for the body and the immune system, really. Maybe that's what we should talk about next week is, okay, a lot of this is our same talk about like how to help the immune system.
Oh, yeah,
really,
looks
which
like they
everyone
keep
gets
the sick, yeah.
Ooh, back to school. Okay, ooh, how sick are my kids going to get also? So these are important for that. Yes, they have recess, but if your kids are older, they don't.
Yeah.
So, I have to kick my 13-year-old outside. I'm like, they're on those, they get home, right? And then they think I need tablet time because I haven't been on it all day. I need my phone. I need to be, I'm like, you were just with your friends, but they sit there like this. So, like, really just getting them outside for a walk or just the kids playing.
Same with adults. We have the tendency to go home and like get on our phone, watch TV,
Yeah.
eat dinner and stuff like that. But going for a walk in the evening is really great.
Even if it's like 10, 20 minutes, and it's better. Yeah. Move
If you're
the body.
just like sitting in a classroom all day, in an office all day, that's a really good time to like, you need that cardiovascular, you need to breathe
Yeah.
in that fresh air and exhale all of that gunk that you've been breathing in all
and
day.
and it really shows that movement really helps like activate the brain. Really help kids learn,
Oh my
focus.
gosh. Helps with the calming too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then number 3, eat clean, healthy foods. This is like great time coming in like from summer where we've had all of this like
Treats,
great.
as my kids like to call them.
Oh yeah,
treats.
Yeah, but I feel like summer you get all of this great like produce and vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, and then we go into fall and it's like processed food, lunches, snacks after school, all like quick dinners, and then we go into the holidays. So like the best thing that we can do to help keep nourishing our bodies is continue that like fruits and veggies and all of that good like whole
Yeah,
food
as much as
stuff.
you can.
Yeah.
And like I get it. I'm also a mom and I have kids, and we're like, I'm literally rushing from A to B constantly. So like the best you can. Like
Of course.
oh,
Yeah.
like yes, my kids have fruit and veggies in their lunch, but they also do get a treat in their lunch, and same for dinner. So like really 80-20. And
80-20.
And don't stress yourself out like, oh, they have a birthday party. Great. Enjoy like the cupcake at a birthday party. But yes, like the most you can like fuel their body is going to fuel their brain. It's just going to help.
Yeah, helps with all those things too. Helps
Yeah.
with the sleep and the recovery and all those things.
Yeah, and drinking lots of water. Like, that might be one that could be hard when you get back to school, is drinking enough water.
Yeah.
And you have a bathroom break and all that. So just really letting your kids know, maybe send them with a water bottle so they can do that.
Yep. Staying hydrated.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Number
I'll skip
4.
that. Yeah.
Have a healthy adaptive nervous system.
Woo, woo, woo. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
Honestly, we find that the most important.
Yeah. And like back to school time is great because like everyone is getting back under a regular schedule. We get super busy in that like back to school time. So like
After
at like
school, yeah.
3 to like 5 o'clock, couple of hours. Gets pretty busy. So if you want to get scheduled and you want to make sure you have a time, it's going to get busy in here. So
yeah, it's important. You really need the nervous system, that brain-body communication for school, right?
It's so important.
This is when you will start noticing your kid has a hard time focusing, or the teacher's going to tell you your kid has a hard time focusing.
Or just sitting still.
Or sitting still.
Just sitting in a chair. And
or
stuff.
maybe tics. Tics is a big one with kids these days. Sensory issues, just different things that their teacher will start noticing that maybe you didn't notice.
Yep.
Because they're your own kid, so you just don't pick up on it.
Well, and also you don't keep them sitting in a classroom for 8 hours. So when your teacher does, then they're like starting to notice these things that your kid can't sit still very well. They can't focus. They can't pay attention. They're really like socially like engaged, or they're really like sensory. I don't know. Yeah.
Have a hard time sensory processing.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
So we help with that with making sure they have like a healthy nervous system that's communicating with their brain properly. We talk about it a lot. It's in all our other videos about what we do. The sympathetic, the parasympathetics.
Yep,
a lot of these
sure
kids
in
need it just with the transition to school. They really do. It's kind of putting them into a more fight or flight stress state.
Yeah, so we've been posting a lot this week about like ADHD testing and like what we do in our office. And those scans that we've talked about in our past videos too, we do those on kids. And that is a big factor when it comes to, you're going to grab that scan.
Yeah.
So that's a big factor. So this is an example of a kiddo that we see right now. This was his initial scans and stuff. This EMG, this is like
a common thing to see in a kid with ADHD.
Absolutely, because this is like input coming in from the body to the brain. Like, how can your brain focus in school or focus on like sitting still when you have so much input coming in from the body?
Just about your posture.
Just about your posture. This is just sitting still on a stool. Like this isn't even really anything
his muscle,
like touching
so the
his
black
back.
is bad.
Yeah.
Black is like his body is giving off way too much energy in those postural muscles that it is like,
it's overloading the brain.
I mean, his exam score is 18. It should be 100. So
yeah,
it's a lot. And so when we adjust and we neurologically focus on adjusting the spine, we calm that down, and their brain can filter out all that noise it's getting
then your brain can process things, and then it can...
Like math.
Yeah, like math.
Like math, science, writing, reading.
Yep, all those things.
So it's like, if you know, like, we can help in that. There's other answers than just medication for your kiddos.
Oh, yeah,
The sad thing we hear sometimes is, like, I've seen it with the kids. It's like, I don't like being on that med. It makes me tired. It makes me not hungry. These sort of things. So,
and then...
they don't feel good on it a lot of times, so there are other options out there.
Yep, exactly. And it's not addressing the root cause, which is usually, like, the neurological function.
Right.
And that's what we focus on.
That's what we focus on. And then you notice all those other changes. They're going to sleep better. Also, they're going to focus better.
Yeah.
Their immune system also, it helps their immune system.
Thrive. And then they feel great, too, because there aren't, like, side effects of getting adjusted.
Right.
You feel amazing.
They all love it after they do it. They all jump on the table right away. All right. So, good luck with the back to school next week.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous and anxious also.
I'll be adjusting Rachel.
Yeah. If you want to get your kiddo in, you should. If you haven't been in before, you can mention this video. You'll get a half-off exam.
Yep, sounds great.
If you haven't been in a while and you want to get your kiddos back in, it's a great time to start.
We also have a diaper drive coming up.
Oh, yes.
Next month.
Well, this is a time to start.
This is like prime time to start because we are offering even more discounted exams with the donation of diapers.
Yeah. Those get donated to Nestle's Diaper Bank. We do it every September. You donate diapers. You get a hugely discounted exam for that. So we'll get out more information about that.
Yep.
But keep that in mind. September is a great time to start.
Yep.
All right.
Good luck.
Yes.